Welcome to the Whitmire Variety Show, where you'll find the very best of local and regional talent in North and South Carolina, and maybe a surprise visit from Cousin Skeeter.
Good evening for a good Friday night. The weather pretty good out there, I hope. We do welcome you out to another show with the Whitmire Variety Show. I have a special guest here tonight with us to discuss some of the ins and outs of legalizing marijuana. And your name is?
Anita Budsack.
Now, give us some insight on this new law that they're wanting to pass through. I understand North Carolina is in the top 5 of wanting to legalize marijuana.
According to our political watchdogs, we are more than likely one of the next 5 states to have medical cannabis enacted in North Carolina for use for patients.
And they can find a lot of this information on, you got a Facebook page?
I do. You can send me a friend request to Anita Budsack at facebook.com. That is Budsak.
Now, what is some of the benefits of possibly legalizing marijuana here in North Carolina?
Well, current research is now showing that cannabis does actually have the potential to cure, definitely go along and treat along with chemotherapy for cancers, all variety of cancers, as well as post-traumatic stress disorder. That's another big one. As a matter of fact, the United States Veterans Administration is now acknowledged that medical marijuana is a treatment for PTSD.
And it's, well, now this is the legal marijuana as far
This
as
would
the
be
medical?
This would be for medical use only. What we propose right now, there is a House Bill 1161 that is currently in legislation in North Carolina, and that bill is expressly to get the legislation to put it on the vote in November for the people to decide. And a recent poll taken by a local television station has shown that 82% of North Carolina residents do support the use of medical marijuana when prescribed by their doctor.
We need to get into this a little bit more as we throughout the show here.
Absolutely.
We need to get a couple singers here. We got Brenda Franklin coming up. What you gonna do with us for us?
I think tonight I'll do a picture of me without you.
Oh, gosh.
I'm waiting on a comment from him on that one.
I got a lot of pictures without me. I got a lot of pictures of you without me in it.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
Those are the ones with the cut edges.
Imagine a world where no music was played. And think of a church with nobody praying. with no angels singing, or a quiet Sunday morning with no church bells ringing. If you watched as the heart of a child breaks in two, then you see a picture of me without you. Then you see a picture of me without you.
Okay, Brenda, that was really good. Don't you stay right there. I'd like to get you back up here, you know, let you do maybe another song here for us. You're out of Rock Hill, South Carolina?
Yep.
And Brenda is one of our scouts for the Whitmire show. You, like I said, you can contact George Whitmire at 704-713-1359. Ask him where he might be, or one of our scouts. Like I said, Brenda's one. We have a Karaoke Mike's one. I be one. My name's Robert Wilkins. We have a Carol McKenzie up in the North Carolina area that looks for singers to bring on the Whitmire show. Or you can call Whitmire himself and ask him when the next show date is, and we'll get you on in here. Let's go ahead and do you another song. What you gonna do next for us there, girl?
One of my favorites, Wagon Wheel.
Wagon Wheel.
Awesome.
Wagon Wheel.
I got two wagons at the house.
Headed down south to the land of the pines. I'm bumming my way into North Carolina, staring up the road and pray to God I see headlights. I made it down the coast in 17 hours, picking me a bouquet of dogwood flowers, hoping for Raleigh I could see my baby tonight. So rock me, mama, like a wagon wheel. Rock me, mama, any way you feel. Hey, mama, rock me. Rock me, mama, like the wind and the rain. Rock me, mama, like a southbound train. Hey, mama, rock me. Running from the cold up in New England. I was born to be a fiddler in an old time stream band. My baby plays the guitar, I pick a banjo now. Oh, North Country winters keep a getting me down. Lost my money playing poker, so I had to up and leave. But I ain't a turning back to living that old life no more. So rock me, mama, like a wagon wheel. Rock me, mama, any way you feel. Hey, mama, rock me. Rock me, mama, like the wind and the rain. Rock me, mama, like a southbound train. Hey, mama, rock me.
Twenty-four states and 24 states.
Walking to the south of Roanoke, caught a trucker out of Philly, had a nice long dope. He's headed west from the Cumberland Gap to Johnson City, Tennessee. I gotta get him
right.
Awesome.
Brenda
Awesome
Franklin
job.
coming at you right there. But still, we got Anita here with us. I think maybe the mic picks us up when I was trying to ask you a couple of questions there. I understand that California's already passed a law for legal marijuana.
Actually, there are, if I'm not mistaken, 24 states that have already passed it for medical use. Colorado, Washington State have also passed it for recreational use, as well as our capital, D.C., Washington, D.C. It is for medical use there as well.
But, I mean, if you smoke so much marijuana, can it not kill you? Or?
No, actually, there's never been a reported case of death caused by marijuana. However, last year there were over 75,000 alcohol-related deaths.
But as far as the gateway, would that not lead to possibly using more different kind of drugs like cocaine or?
The U.S. Health and Human Services actually did a poll, and they found that 75% of marijuana smokers never progressed to anything stronger.
So marijuana it's not addictive, or?
No, it's not addictive. It's not addictive at all, contrary to what the common belief is out there, that it's a gateway drug, that it's an addictive drug. Those are complete fallacies. They're not true. It's just propaganda, basically, that was erroneously put out there during the Nixon administration.
Now, with the medical marijuana, now how does that differ from, say, the street marijuana that people may grow in their backfields or backyards or something?
Well, and the difference is medical marijuana is grown under controlled circumstances. The farmers that grow it are very meticulous about not only the strains they use, but the nutrients. Most farmers do try to keep everything organic. The stuff that you buy out there on the street from your local guy standing on the corner is not only uncontrolled. You don't have a clue what's in it. It's low grade, and it's being brought in from other countries such as Mexico, which then supports the drug cartels. There's no money in it as far as if you're looking for financial gain, which many people are unfortunately looking for that aspect of it. We all know the drug cartel's a big business in the United States,
Yes,
and that's most unfortunate. Under controlled circumstances, if it was grown here in the United States, that money could be generated here. Colorado, as a matter of fact, has already announced that the taxes that they have received just in the last year from recreational use will support their schools for the next 40 years.
I'd like to get you more on that. I've got a couple more questions I'd like to ask you, but we got Mike Swan coming up singing some songs.
Absolutely, great singer.
He is. He is.
And a KJ.
He's got
great KJ.
He's got a good-looking daughter. Is here last week with me.
Beautiful daughter,
Yeah,
beautiful family, absolutely.
Thank you.
I'm gonna try and get her on one of these shows. I mean, surely, if her mama can sing, he can sing.
It
surely
has to
got
run in the family. It has to.
Well, what you gonna sing for us, Mike?
Little Garth Brooks, If Tomorrow Never Comes.
If tomorrow never comes. I would say something, but I'll go ahead.
Sometimes late at night, I lie awake and watch you sleeping. Getting lost in peaceful dreams, so I turn out the light, lay there in the dark. And the thought crosses my mind, I should never wake up in the morning. Would she ever die the way I feel about her in my heart? If tomorrow never comes, would she know how much I love her? Did I try in every way to show her every day? And she's my only one. If my time on earth were through, love I gave her in the past gonna be enough to last if tomorrow never comes. I've lost loved ones in my life. You never knew how much I loved you. I live with the regret my true kid really never heard you. So I made a promise to myself each day how much you mean to me. And for that circumstance, there's no second chance to tell her how I feel. If tomorrow never comes, wish you know how much I love. Trying every way, show her every day, and she's my only one. If my time on earth were through, she must face this world without me. Is the love I gave her in the past gonna be enough to last? Tomorrow never comes. So tell that someone that you love just what you're thinking of. If tomorrow never comes.
Okay, Mike, good job there. We do welcome y'all to the Whitmire Variety Show this Friday night. I hope you are enjoying the show and the little insights of the legalizing marijuana with Anita here. We're going to have Mike sing us another song real
That would
quick,
be
and I'm going to
great,
get back into this.
absolutely.
You know, I got a few questions I'd like to ask you.
Sure.
What you going to do for us next there, Mike?
Little Leonard Skinner, Sweet Home Alabama.
All
Sweet
right.
Home Alabama. Actually, I like Sweet Home Metropolis myself.
1, 2, 3. Turn it up. Big wheel keep on turning. Get me home to see my king. Sing a song about Sadly. I miss Alabama once again. I think it's a sin, yeah. Well, I heard Mitzi Young sing about her. When I heard O'Neill put her down. Well, I hope that Young will remember. A southern man don't need him around anyhow. Sweet home Alabama, where the sky knows blue. Sweet home Alabama, Lord, I'm coming home to you. Play it pretty for Savannah. Birmingham, they love the governor. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Now we all did what we could do. Now Watergate does not bother me. Does your conscience bother you? Now tell the truth. Sweet home Alabama, where the sky all blue. Sweet home Alabama, oh yeah. Lord, I'm coming home to you. head. Lord, I'm coming home to you. Yeah, yeah.
All right,
Awesome
karaoke
job.
night. Now, I've heard of air guitar, but the air piano.
There
he
you
was
go,
doing-
hey.
He was playing a far out of that
A man
piano,
of
I'm gonna
multiple
tell you that.
talents.
Now, once again, we got Anita down here, but they're talking about the legalization of marijuana. I wanted to ask you a question now. For one to obtain legal marijuana,
Well-
do they have to have a prescription for that?
They do. It depends on the state and what the state writes into its bill. Between various states, it can vary. Usually it is a physician. Some states are allowing just cannabis doctors only to prescribe and to be in business just for that reason. But it is because there are multiple symptoms and diseases that cannabis can cure or either treat.
Now, the doctor will have to have a special permit to fill out prescription?
That
for this?
again does depend on the state. Some physicians in some states are reluctant because it still is against federal law. Even though a state mandates it legal in their state, federal law does still preside over that. Congress has passed a bill that they're no longer funding the DEA to go into legal states and bother those folks. But until that law is completely eradicated, there's always a possibility. And so many physicians are feeling that their license may be threatened if they participate.
Now, Mike, I've got a wonder question here. Now, a lot of times if you get pulled over, police officers like to search your car, they find prescriptions in there you don't have a prescription for. Mm-hmm. Will the same law contribute that as far as marijuana, trying to distinguish which is actually medical marijuana and something somebody may have bought off the street?
Well, and here's the thing in a nutshell. If you are a medical patient in a legal state, you will have a card that verifies that. In Colorado, I did get to go out there and see how they do things. There's special packaging that has to be in this packaging, which has to be locked. And it cannot be in the compartment area of your vehicle. In other words, you can't have access to it. The same as if you had an open bottle of alcohol in your car that you've been out to a club, you're bringing your used portion of alcohol back, you have to lock that in your trunk so that it's not accessible by the people in the passenger area of the vehicle. The same thing would apply to the medical marijuana. It's not for use when you're driving. The same laws will apply to under the influence for marijuana as they will for alcohol. The proof of that would vary a little different. They may use just finding something in the compartment of your area within reach as reasonable cause for feeling that you're under the influence, because as we know, it does linger in the blood system. It's not like alcohol, which will purge in a matter of hours or days. It does linger. So the testing for under the influence of marijuana may differ just a little, but you have to use caution and common sense with anything. Prescription drugs, going out and having a good time at the bar, you use your common sense. If you're not able to drive, you get someone to drive. And we find that with many patients who are on prescription drugs, they take their medication and they drive because, hey, my doctor said it's okay. But then they're falling asleep at the wheel or something of that nature, which causes an impairment to their judgment, and they're involved in accidents. So with anything, marijuana, alcohol, drugs, prescription drugs, you have to use caution, common sense.
So it would be more treated just like any pharmacy
Absolutely, it would be treated as a pharmaceutical drug.
that you can obtain, but you have to have a prescription for this.
You would have to have what they call a recommendation. There's no quote-unquote prescription because it's not recognized by the FDA. So in that aspect, there's no prescription per se. It's what we call a recommendation.
Now, would there be a limit as to who can sell it, what pharmacy or?
Absolutely. It would be only legal through legal dispensaries which have obtained a license through their state. Anything outside of that would be illegal. It would be drug dealing, and we do not support that.
And you do have a website that people can actually come and get more information from? that?
Absolutely. You can join me on Facebook at Anita Budsak, that's ANITA BUDSAK, and send me a friend request,